Welcome to another episode of Living a Beautiful Life. This is the third episode. I told you I was gonna shoot 3 videos at a point. So this is the third video, and I have decided to dive into relationship. Yeah, welcome to another episode of Living a Beautiful Life. My name is Jessica Julex, the amazing lady, feeling pretty amazing as always to shoot my vlog. I'm really excited about this, so let's go straight into the acts. Actually, there is this thing that happened when two people have dated and they don't end up getting married. When one of them wants to get married, maybe the other person suggests that they have a last moment. Maybe for fun, maybe to just have a good time for the last time before the other person continues. That is last moment for exes. It happens a lot of times. A lot of people are really into it, and it's like it's something you have to do if you're in a good time with your ex and all of that. I've had maybe you've also heard that famous story of a guy who had already fixed a wedding date with the bride, and the bride went to see the ex for the last moment, and unfortunately for her, one of the guy's relations was staying close to the place where she entered, and casually he just saw her entered, and for like hours the girl wasn't coming out. And I think when they were now talking, some people who stay close to that place said this girl dates the guy who stays in so room up there. And then he called the friend who's the groom to be, and when they came there, not unfortunately for the girl still, the man asked her to go tell the person that he's not around, and so she came out on a rapper. Yay! If devil wants to deal with you, so that was it. She came out with a rapper to meet the guy and the guy's relation, and that was it. So the guy couldn't cancel the wedding because they already fixed the date and it was cool, and maybe that is how he decided to take the whole thing. But I am not judging anybody, but I mean, can you imagine how such marriage would be? When she started like this, there is no excuse at that point. Okay, now it happens in a whole different setting. Even some people who are just friends, like they're just close friends, sometimes when one of them wants to get married, they still suggest for such, maybe go to a holiday or just hang out exclusively, just the two of them. They can swim, have fun, have sex and all of that, just to make sure that they have a last moment, memorable, right? Okay, now let's analyze the whole thing. I'm not going to tell you this or that, but let's analyze it. One, if the fun you had in that relationship was not so wonderful, what would you want to go back to it at this moment? Okay, if it was so fun, like it was heaven on earth, haven't you had enough with that same person? I mean, you've gone to the highest mountains with this person, you've played in the valley and all of that. What else do you still want? Don't you think that those memorable last moments could divide your attention? Don't you think they're gonna make you to always compare? Like, because the last moment always ring in your head, and if you fortunately get married to a guy who is not as maybe hot as the other person was and all of that, don't you think you might end up comparing? Instead of working on what you have at hand, you'll always look back. Okay, now don't you think, I mean, at that point when you're about to get married, let's look at it from another angle. What should be your priority? Asking God to favor the union you're about to enter in, praying for the success of the marriage you're about to enter in, or doing everything quite possible to channel your attention to what you are going into and asking the God who blesses every marriage to help you, or going back to may add jara to the fornication and everything you've had in the previous relationship, which should be a priority. Maybe when we do such things, we wouldn't even think about the repercussion, wouldn't even think about how good or bad it is, wouldn't even think about the morality, because we are just following our flesh and maybe what is involved, or what we just feel like. Okay, let's look at it from another way too. What if you're caught in that act? Maybe it's in a hotel. It's a very small world we are living in. What if the receptionist, you don't even know if he's a neighbor? Maybe he or she is not a relation to the guy. You never can tell. Could be a neighbor in the village, something like that, who has seen you. You never can tell. What if you are caught? Would you find yourself still pleading to still get married? Oh, would you even find yourself pleading? That means the guy is not just worthy to have that. That is why you are begging. That is why you are still pleading to continue with what you already about going into. Can't you see it's just the devil trying to mess up with the joy you're about to go into? What is there? Okay, the truth is that it might not even be as fun as it has promised to be, and yet you have messed up your marriage. Okay, so if you look at those things the way they happen these days, you find out that sometimes it is just following trend, like things that people feel is happening. If it wasn't so good, why would you go back? If it was so nice, haven't you had enough? What about the priority you should be facing at the point you want to face something that is very important? Which should be the priority? Sometimes when you do these things, you still remind those people of your passwords. Even when you meet so later on, that last moment will always ring, and you have no option than to keep seeing yourself giving those people power over your body and all of that. So I think you should look at it in the matter of priority, like what you have at hand, what you really should be thinking about at this moment. What's the big deal there? When you get married, those exes, they will move on with another partner. What is the big deal there? They will still keep having fun. Life got to go on. So what's the big deal there? Okay, I don't want to be an extremist on this matter. Okay, I don't want to be an extremist on this matter. Maybe you have a reason to see this ex. Maybe you have matters, or you just have this cause to settle. You just have to see this particular person. No one is saying you should be an enemy with your ex. That is not an issue. Maybe you have to just see these people. You have a reason. Must it be in a secluded place? If you know that, both of you should know yourself how much you can control yourself, if you should go to the guy's house or girl to the girl's house and all of that, and decide what you really want, so that you don't say it's a mistake. You understand? So if it's just that you have to say, fine. The issue we're talking about here is if you are scheduling that last moment for fun, I think you should think twice and see that devil has a way of ruining the joy ahead. If you get caught, now think about the supreme being and think about the actions that you take. Hey, this is how we come to the end of the third episode. Yes, I'm really excited. I had to shoot 3 videos on the start because I don't want my vlog to be boring. So thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me till this third vlog. I really appreciate. Okay, please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram. Just click on that subscribe button there. You just get to know when we make new videos. Fine, that is just it. It doesn't cost more than that. Drop your comments, your questions, your opinions, your arguments, disagreements, and all of that right there on the comment section. I would really like to hear from you. My name is Jessica Julex, the amazing lady. Till I come your way on the next episode, stay beautiful and stay classy. Goodbye.